one and all to the 2019 Formula 2 World Championship. A new season and a new lineup of drivers hungry to make their mark on the world of motorsport. Some new names and some returning favourites, all here to stake a claim on the championship title. Davide, is there anything we should be looking for in today's race? The teams are all very competitive at the moment, so are we about to witness a push from anyone in particular?
Hi Alex, the team will have been studying everyone else out there very carefully, so I think we are in for a very interesting event today. I can't wait to see how this race unfolds.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care.
Hello everybody and welcome to Formula 1 2019. We're back for the sprint race at the Bahrain Grand Prix for Formula 2 2019. Because we started the first race with a victory, we're going to be starting in 8th as the points are inverted. You see here, no tire strategy in this race, just an all-out sprint to the finish. We're going to need to take care of your medium compound Pirellis. So here we are on the grid. Here come the lights. It's lights out and we're away from Bahrain. Good start from our teammate Jack Aiken. Decent start for us. We're still 3 wide as it's not too bad of a start. We can see Jack Aiken on the inside line heading into turn number 1. He's actually going to take the lead and we're going to be 3 wide on the exit. We get a little sideways with some contact, but not the worst start in the world for us. It's actually going to put us P9 maybe as we go around the outside. Yes, we're going to take 9th now. As we get past De Vries and look towards King, heading into turn 4 for the first time. Meanwhile, at the front, our teammate Jack Aiken did get away with the lead, so that will help Compost Racing as we look to claim the team championship for this season, with the Dams cars stuck back here with me after they finished 2nd and 3rd in the first race. Through turn 8 for the first time, heading towards 9 and 10, still a lot side-by-side battles ahead of us. And we see there, oh, someone off, that's Antoine Hubert. He runs wide, we lock up in return, and Antoine Hubert does exactly what Latifi did yesterday in the feature race to go way off the track. However, he does join, but a lot more spots down than Latifi was able to do. Sideways out of turn 11 there, so that's not going to allow us to get that run we normally get through turns 11 and 12. So that means we're just going to have to sit behind King here. We look a little to the left, but not able to get anything done. But it means we're going to have to wait until turns 14 and 15 to make our move on King instead of getting it done outside of turn 11. And a late dive right there. We're going to be side by side exiting the corner, and we take it. So just like that, we've managed to gain a spot in the first lap instead of losing a whole bunch like we did in the feature race. Our teammate Jack Aiken up at the front, he did lead the first lap, so that's good for us. He's out in front, currently sitting on the fast lap. Of course, on the first lap, whoever leads has that lap. We're just going to see how his pace is throughout the rest of this race after really struggling throughout the feature race. Heading into turn 4 for the first time, we have both the Dams cars ahead of us. Because we have, I believe it's pronounced Sete Camara. Again, I apologize if I get this wrong. Formula 2 isn't really aired in the United States, so I don't really watch a lot of it. But Sete Camara in the Dams, the 5 car right in front of us, he finished 2nd in the race. So of course he gained a spot, as everyone really gained a spot as when Hubert went wide. But as we jump forward here another lap, we're now on lap 3. You can see on lap 2 we managed to set the new fastest lap for the race. And we are right on Sete Camara. Heading out of turn 11, because we have that run, we're able to use it, get to the outside for turn 12. But he had the inside line there that helps him, but then we were able to make the move heading into turn 13. That section of corners is so good for us in terms of momentum. We've been able to make so many passes there throughout this race weekend so far. So we are up into P6 now, as we head towards the end of lap 3. Now we have Latifi in front of us. Hopefully we can sort of make him force himself into a mistake, much like he did at the end of the feature race.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
love it when the engineer says that because we started in the top 10. We never left the top 10. Yet that move put us in the top 10, I guess. You can see some battling going on for a second behind us. And if you can see, there's a little orange dot in the distance, and that's Jack Aiken helping us get ahead here. As you can see here, they're running 3 and 4 wide, and they all have to check up for turn 4 here. Because of that, we are going to rocket into the corner, actually make a move on the outside, get 1 spot, nearly 2. Because we won ride, that allows Latifi to get back past us, but then we make the move again into the turns 5, 6, and 7 complex. Side by side with Latifi, we get past him, and he's going to lose both spots again. So once again, once he's passed by me, he's then passed by his teammate. And that puts us up into the top 5 for the first time as we get a great run into turn 11. And with that momentum, we're going to have an easy time here just using the momentum to get up into 4th, but not so fast because once again, we're on the outside of the corner. But just like before, we're going to dive it down to the inside of turn 13 to take the spot. So, just like that, P4 on lap 4, we are making really good pace. And just
Okay, the incident
like
has been cleared.
yesterday,
Let's get back
as
up to
we're
racing
hearing an
speed.
incident's been cleared. Just like yesterday, it appears someone's motor has blown as Aiken sets the fastest lap. And taking a look at the replay here, you can see, yeah, it's the number 8 car just coming out of turn 13. The engine lets go. And for the second race in a row, our first DNF, and so far our only DNFs in the Formula 2 season have been because of blown engines.
We're trailing our teammate by 4.7
Picking up where we
seconds.
were on the front straightaway here on lap 5, you see some battling side by side between Matsushita and Mazepin through turn 1 that allows us to get right on the tail of them, and we're right into the back, literally, of Matsushita as they had to check up through turns 2 and 3, side by side for them heading into 4. We're all over the back of them. While it was nice for turn 1 because it allowed us to get there, this isn't what we want, especially in this part of the track, because it's allowing Aiken to get even further ahead. And you can see he's almost gone. He's already through turn 9 before we're even close to arriving. As they continue to battle side by side through turn 8, heading towards 9 and 10, they settle it out there so no one runs wide. Matsushita up into 2nd for now. And we need them to stay single file like this, and we need to be able to get past them fast because their slower pace combined with the fact that they are battling side by side like that has really allowed Aiken to open up a gap. And if you look on the minimap, a huge train is forming already of the whole field. And here we go, we're going to take it to the inside of turn 12. It proved to be much better as it allows us to have a much better run into 13, making it much easier to clear. As we're onto the podium now.
Nice
A little
move. Good
squirrely
job.
out of turn 13, but we're okay. We're going to have the DRS, hopefully, on Matsushita, but I wanted to make sure, so I drove it really deep into turn 14, leading to a lockup, because I needed to make sure we had that DRS, and we do heading down the main straightaway here. So here we go, DRS flap open, we go to the left as he looked to block to the right. We're side by side with Matsushita and the Carlin. Into turn 1, easily taking it on the outside, locking up. But nevertheless, the pass is done, at least for the time being. However, this means Matsushita's going to have the DRS down the straightaway. And you can see he's using that to full effect, gets alongside us, and dives late into turn 4 and is able to take the position back, at least for the time being. A little bit of contact between us and Matsushita. But we're going to use our better run throughout Sector 2 here. Really good through 5 and 6, all over the back of him as we exit turn 7. We're going to look to the outside in turn 8. Trying to make the move work on the outside. Can't quite make it work. He's going to clear us for the time being. However, we're going to go side by side. And unlike Latifi, he's actually able to make the corner stick. As you look at the back of our car, you can see the gap has gotten closer to the cars behind us with us battling. And Jack Aiken continuing to drive away. As Matsushita now into 2nd place, but not for long as we get that great run through turns 11 and 12 once again. However, we're not able to do anything with it, so we're just going to have to wait till the straightaway here. that's what it looked like from that camera. This is what it looked like for us. You can see we were able to get all over the back of him, but we just really weren't able to do anything with it. You can see we're squarely there. We get through the corner really nicely all over the back of him. Actually broke a little earlier for turn 13. Heading onto the straightaway once again. Thinking right here, do I make the move in turn 14 or do I just wait with the DRS? But he drove to the inside, which allowed us to go to the outside, so we were actually able to make the move and have DRS on this lap. So it worked out perfectly for us, and we are comfortably into second. But as you can see, because of all this battling, it's now a 5.2 second gap up to Jack Aiken, our teammate, as Antoine Hubert runs the fastest lap of the race so far at the end of lap 6. So we are officially to the halfway point of the sprint race. So it's Aiken out in front of us by about almost 6 seconds already. Matsushita behind us in third. And really, even though it's been great racing, it's not what we wanted, because while we got to the front relatively quickly, we had to battle too long with Matsushita. And then before that, it was Matsushita and one of the other cars battling side by side. So because of that, it just allowed Aiken to open up this huge gap that we would now have to spend the second half of the race trying to erase. So at this point, I'm trying to push the car as hard as possible. The medium tires felt fine. It was only a 12-lap run. I felt like they'd be fine, and it had locked up as much as I had at this point. I figured they would pretty much stick to the end. But I had the flag in my eyes, you know. It was like being the bull with the red in the eyes. I was trying to get up to Aiken. Not so much trying to get away from Matsushita and company, but I just wanted to get up to Aiken. If we could get away from Matsushita, that would have been great. Because as of right now, it's a Compost Racing 1-2, and that actually really helped us in the Constructors' standings, as it looks like the Dams cars are a little further back. They really haven't been able to make up the ground.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
And as you heard, fastest lap gap down to about 5 seconds even, but as that's happening behind us, here's the battle for third, as they go side by side into turn 1. It looks like a pass around the outside might be in the cards, and it is. And what really helps passing on the outside of turn 1 is that you do have that quick, sharp left-hander of turn 2, which makes it so easy to make those moves. But here you go. We're actually jumping ahead to the penultimate lap of the race. You can see Aiken has a huge lead. We have caught a little. You can see we've also driven away from Matsushita and company behind us. And I really liked the shot when I was looking at the replay of the race, because it showed the absolute pace of these Compost Racing cars. In the feature race, it seemed like the Dams cars had the strongest cars. But here, the Compost Racing cars were just absolutely dominant. Even in this whole second half of the race, where we didn't have the battling like we did in the first race, or in the first half of the race, pardon, we were still able to drive away. Aiken drove around the same speed, so he was relatively consistent, but we were able to drive away from Matsushita. And you can see we are catching Aiken. However, it's still 2.6 seconds with a lap and not even a quarter to go now. And it just doesn't seem like we're going to be able to catch Aiken, but we're definitely going to give it our all. But either way, an absolutely phenomenal start to our Formula 2 season. Qualifying third for the feature race, setting the fastest lap,
This is
coming
your final
home
lap,
with the win.
final lap of the race.
Now as we start the last lap of this race, it looks like we're going to set the fastest lap again. As
We're
maybe
increasing
not,
our gap
Latifi
car
takes the
behind by
fastest
around a
lap.
second a lap.
Latifi with all of a sudden the fastest lap of the race on lap 11, when the tires should absolutely be gone at this point. So now I'm going for broke, because I know I can't catch Aiken, so I decide I'm going to throw it into qualifying mode. It's the last lap of the race. It doesn't matter what the tires are like after this, or if I heat them up too much. So we go green in Sector 1, not purple, but that is our best Sector 1 time. I know we have the speed in Sector 2, and I think it's going to help us. But as you might be able to tell, we are catching Aiken by doing this. The problem is, you know, there's the mentality of, oh, well, maybe if it was a lap or two more, which is what I was thinking, we might be able to catch him. But with how hard I pushed the tires during this lap, it's probably best there wasn't another lap, because I absolutely abused the tires on this lap. And if there had been one, God forbid, two more laps of this race, I think our pace would have been so bad that Matsushita and company actually might have caught us. But here we go, end of Sector 2, it is purple. We are up by 3/10 on our best lap, so I'm feeling good about getting the final lap back. We have caught up to Aiken. It's not going to be enough, but it'll look good in the press photos as Campos Racing heads through turns 14 and 15 for the final time of the race with a lockup just to send home the fact that the tires are worn. We're going to do it 1-2 for Campos Racing and P2 in the sprint race with a fastest lap to boot.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
So another fantastic victory for Campos today. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
Although the Formula 2 cars are all the same spec, the winner just looked better out there. It would have been a combination of getting those tires up to running temperature faster and driving to the condition on track. They made it look easy out there today.
I can see them on their way out to the podium now. Campos have come a really long way in this sport, and what a special race this was to see them earn the top spot.
There's our teammate, and there's our cars on the podium. Absolutely phenomenal result for Campos Racing. A 1-2 with a victory in the feature race. A great start to the season that surely should put us in front of the Constructors' Championship, and we definitely gained our advantage in the Drivers' Championship.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Dorian Boccalacci, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
I think it's got to be Sean Galeol. He's not always spectacular, but he quietly gets the job done, and that's the case today.
On to the teams then. Campos moved to the top of the table. That's the end of today's race. Thank you for joining us, and I'm sure you'll agree it was a great race and sets us up nicely for the next installment in a few weeks' time. Take care. From Davide and I, it's goodbye.
You're able to see the standings there. It was a terrible race for Schumacher, who finished well down the order, but great for us. Antoine Hubert, who started at 5th, fell all the way to 14th because of that move. You can see here for the point standings, that thrusts us up to a 19-point lead. Jack Aiken only 20 points behind now. So an absolutely great first weekend of the year for Campos Racing as we move to a 21-point lead in the standings now over Dams. But anyway, that'll do it for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Next up is Azerbaijan and Baku. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you then. Bye.